Hey everyone, how we doing? MJS back in with another video here, the Our First Home series. We're getting there, slowly but surely. Today is October 21st. It's later in the day, it's almost like 8 o'clock, but I've been here for a couple hours and we're gonna show you what we got because we have some developments. So I'm gonna just start with this here. We were talking about this like on the last clip or video, and these are little 1-inch like finger pulls, I think is what they're called, and they go into this. So I spray painted one and I put it in, and they were brass, I think, to begin with, and there's two here and then there's two on the other door of this closet, and they were in there. You just pull them out, they're just press fit or whatever, and I tried to spray paint in black because we want white everything and then like black accent, like hardware and everything like that on the doors and such. We'll talk about that, but for the closet there, I just thought I would do that. This is an okay solution. I think that I think I need to give another coat to this or something because I can still kind of see some like brass stuff in there, but it's not bad. You know, it'll do. It was free spray paint. My dad had it, so whatever, it's worth a shot because funny enough, that is a really old design that I've never seen, but apparently it's in older homes, and it's another thing. Like, I don't know why people did that in 1960, but whatever. It's an old thing, and you really can't get those. Like, I found literally one website that has a 1-inch circular thing that you put in a door like that, and they were 33 cents each. But it was like $15 total with shipping. Now, I'm not opposed to paying that, to be completely honest, like just to get something that like hopefully has a better finish than what this spray paint is gonna give me. I could always go buy like Behr. I was gonna buy Behr like flat black spray paint, but that's another $6 a can that I'm probably gonna use literally for this and then never again. So I figured this was the best first option, and then if it doesn't work or it gets gross or, you know, like I was like playing with it. It's like spray paint on brass like that, or bronze or whatever the hell that is. It's not really good. But anyway, we'll try it. We'll see what happens. I'll update you. Anyway, what we did here was, this is a door that was right there. I took that off because we are going to put black hinges on. And I just, you know, I took the hinges off and everything. And I was like, I need to take the door off because of that, but I also took the doorknob off. I think I did that yesterday, and I was just like, you know what, forget it. We'll just pull the door off the hinges so I can kind of like paint a couple more things there or whatever, and take the hinges off and just paint in there, just to make it like a clean white as best as I can. And then we'll install the hardware, obviously, whenever that comes in. We haven't ordered that just yet, but this is looking okay. I mean, there's definitely some, I don't know what the hell happened right up there, but I painted. What I've done today was we're really close on the painting because I'm so tired. I'm not tired of painting per se, but it's just a pain in the ass. Like, especially this closet, such a pain. These doors, you know, they're one in front of the other. Have to like just move it, and the doors actually came out really nice after 2 coats. I think most of this room is actually really good for my amateur painting skills. Could be even better if we do some like, you know, like caulking and stuff on the certain edges, but I don't know if we'll get there. And also I have to paint all of the quarter round that I took off. That's a new light, by the way. New purchase, pretty cool, LED. I'll put the link in the description to that. But it's very bright actually too. I want to show how bright it is. Very bright. It hurts your eyes. But yeah, so we did that. Just more touch-up painting. So I kind of did this jam here as best as I could. This was literally brown. Like, this is, you know, I just kind of threw some random paint on there, but this is literally the difference that we're talking here. So it's I don't know, I did my best. I don't know if you're even supposed to paint this, but that's where we're at. As far as next steps, stuff that I'm gonna try to do the rest of the night, I'm gonna try to just finish up maybe a little bit more like touch-up painting work, and I want to be done in here. The one problem that we have, actually, you know, it's two. The problem that we have is that the flooring is supposedly coming on November 1st, which is, you know, like, I don't know, what is it, 10 days or so, which is slightly concerning, but also doesn't really matter because we have other things we could do. But it's a while, so I'm gonna have to slowly start kind of cleaning up in here and getting the floor ready, which is a mess now with all this paint on it. But I don't really care because we're gonna cover it. But that is important that we get that going. So it gives us a little bit more time to prep if that is the case, and that is when it's coming. But it's just kind of annoying because I think we could be ready before then. And the other big thing with the flooring is in here, I have no idea what to do with this. I feel like the only option is going to be to pull that system out of there, pull these doors out of here, and then cut them. Slice them on the bottom there. And I'm really not looking forward to that because that is not enough room for vinyl to go into there. So maybe I painted the doors for no reason if we end up like replacing them or something like that. But I'm not trying to replace the doors. I'm just saying that I might have to cut them because that's not gonna fit under there. Unless you do some sort of track thing, but it doesn't have a track, it just kind of slides. I have no idea. We'll cross that bridge when we come to it very soon. But other than that, that's kind of where we are. Also got some wire stripper tool things. I'll put a link for that in the description as well. We're gonna have to do a decent amount of electrical work because we need grounded little receptacles, but that's where we're at. So I'm gonna get back to painting. Well, here we are. Back to pretty echoey, so I apologize. We got all the cord around on the floor. That's gonna be a goddamn puzzle. I'm not gonna remember where that is. I think it's roughly in the right places, but it's even into the, it goes even into the closet and everything, so that'll be interesting if I can remember how that goes. But we gotta paint that. At some point I gotta find a good system to do that. And the floor is obviously got a decent amount of paint on it now, just because I didn't really care when I was doing this, because we're not gonna be utilizing this floor. You're not even gonna see that. I might try to pull up a little bit, kind of sweep the floor, obviously. Definitely gotta make sure it's very clean for when you throw down the underlayment and the vinyl. But that is pretty much my next task here, is to just start giving a preliminary clean, maybe doing some caulking and stuff like that on like some of the window portions and everything that we've been talking about. And really just I don't know, this is exciting. This part is exciting here because finally done painting one room out of like 5, but at least we can kind of start to move into the it's not really finishing, but at least start thinking about that floor, trying to figure out what the hell I'm gonna do with that closet door, and just kind of go from there. I'm looking around the room and I'm thinking about how I'm gonna lay this vinyl, and like I thought it was gonna be real easy. I think it's gonna be like moderately difficult because I'm looking at like, you would think the best way to do this would be to just follow, and this is the longest side of the house, like it's longer on that wall than it is on this wall. So you would think that you just follow the lay of the hardwood, which would be down the length of this radiator here. So yeah, I gotta figure out how to, cut it to get it under there and all that, and my lights are flickering. Nice, there's actually a tornado warning right now, so that's cool. But yeah, all right, I'm gonna get to cleaning, and I'm not sure how much I'll do. I'm supposed to have a hockey game in this weather. We'll see if that happens, but I'm gonna do a couple more things here. Just an absolutely hilarious clip right here. There was a truck right there. There was a backhoe right in front of our garage, or right in front of our driveway there. And I think, looks like luckily they might be working up there, but he was literally right in front of the driveway, and I have to get out of here. What a crazy time. Okay, so today is October 22nd. It's a Friday. I'm here. I'm not gonna be here for too long because we have a birthday dinner to go to later, some hibachi. That's gonna be nice. But couple big updates. Just want to chat about them real quick. Updates from yesterday. So we'll take a look in a second. But this morning, what I did was I went to my parents, my mom, my dad. They have like a surplus of all sorts of stuff, like really like just fix it stuff, right? Handyman things, you know. So I got some registers for the HVAC stuff up there. I got I got wire ties, I got a cover plate, you know, I got some like wire nuts, just things that we're gonna need, right? When you're doing a renovation or remodel or whatever like this, you should probably try to cut costs wherever possible, not buy every single thing, just buy the things that you can't get for free from people you know, which I'm greatly appreciative of. So yeah, that's what we did earlier. Did a couple things, signed up for, this is actually an interesting thing that probably not a lot of people know about. USPS informed delivery. Type that in, everybody gets mail, right? If you want to know what you're getting in the mail, like before you see it in your mailbox, I'm not sure exactly the timing on it every single day, but I get an email literally every day saying what I'm going to get in the mail. Currently at my parents' house, because I set it up there, but then when you move or whatever, you can just change it. So I changed that. And then I got here and I did a couple things that will kind of show, and we have a couple, not issues by any means, but things that we need to think about. So we're good in here. Like this bedroom is very nice. It's very white. I'll try to get some wide angle shots when we show it all off, but those look pretty. Those are really nice. I used a little rubber mallet to smack those in because I put the spray paint on them. I think there was a little too much on the bottom, but wow. That is nice. Now they are definitely gonna get fucked up because I think these are already messed up there, but for the time being, that looks great. And if we have to get different ones or whatever with a better finish, that's fine, but that looks nice. The concept, amazing. Super happy about that. If we come into here, so actually, well, I also kind of like finished painting this outside trim. Everything's gonna be white, so, but I just finished. That room is completely done. As far as painting goes, I would say it's 100% done. The next step is the flooring and everything. I'm going to chat about that at somewhat of a length in a second here. A couple little bit, you know, I got to probably go over this again a little bit in certain areas, but this was like just like sort of like 1.5 coats so far on this outside. We're using a lot of paint on this brown stuff, but oh well, it's going to look sick. In here, this is our like linen closet. The shelves are right there. All the stuff is over there. But I took all that out, and actually my mom gave me this idea to just like paint this closet because it's kind of out of the way or whatever. So I've cleaned in here, just kind of cleaned it off and everything. And I'm gonna paint this here very shortly, probably today, but I just gotta go through the whole process, right? So a little bit of a sealing up there, not too much. Gotta hit it with the matte and then hit the satin on the rest of it. And then once this is all done, I was considering taking off this door here pretty soon because every time I do this, I'm trying to, like with each room or each little space, I'm trying to make sure that I do it like properly or like the best, you know, the steps. Cause like in there, I kind of screwed a couple things up. Like I should take just in saying this, I remembered I need to take that quarter round off, you know? So just things like that, trying to get this process down. But yeah, I'm probably gonna paint in here and probably not too much else today, but we're gonna do that. And then in here, poorly lit for now. Maybe I can hit the, there we go. So there was a corner piece over here. And I'm actually here mainly because I'm supposed to sell a dresser that is downstairs, which I'll show you our showroom in a second. But there was a corner piece here. It was like a dark brown. We're not gonna use that. Amanda really like actually said that, and then I was like, yep, that's fine with me. But we're not gonna use that just because it's like brown. It's not really gonna go with the stuff. And the other big thing is honestly, this living room is probably gonna be pretty, there's a lot of junk in it right now because we're obviously in this stage, but the couch is gonna be pretty big, and I still haven't made that video about the plans, the concept, but I will make it soon. The couch is gonna go there, and then there's gonna be like a chair like over in this area, so I'm not even sure how much room we would have over there. But all that being said, I wanted to move that because I have a big not a problem, but a little bit of an issue. There is 1,700 pounds, 50 cases of flooring coming here. I just got word today on Tuesday. So today's Friday. On Tuesday, there's gonna be a big truck coming. I'm gonna have to unload all that. And I wanna have a spot for it that makes the most sense. I still haven't figured it out. I don't know if I'm actually kind of thinking downstairs might make the most sense because I don't mind moving the stuff when I have to use it. I just don't really want to have to move it multiple times, if that makes sense. So I'm still trying to think, but I wanted to get this stuff out of here anyway because the way that we're kind of operating right now, we're doing everything upstairs. So everything downstairs is kind of like just obviously on hold, but there's like a whole thing. Actually, let me just go show you. So as you can see, our situation down here is kind of a bit of a showroom. There's that piece. I brought that down the steps by myself. It was I just slid it. It's really not that heavy actually, and we have carpeted steps right now, so that was easy. We got if you want to see like what we have for sale, you can always come by and purchase some things. We have this nice corner piece here. We have this double curtain rod and this single curtain rod in the black variety. Then we have a glass black TV stand. Nice little end table there. This nice brown. That is not for sale. The dehumidifier is not for sale. This is a 5-drawer dresser. Nice brown finish. Then we have a little smaller dresser there as well. And this one actually is supposed to get sold today. So fingers crossed on that everything works out there. Because that'd be great because then we get something out of this area, which isn't a big deal right now, like I said, because we're not really working in here. We're not going to be working down here for quite some time. But like I said, I wanted to get that down here to kind of make some more room upstairs because I do feel like the flooring is probably going to end up upstairs. And that's not a big deal. I just want to have more room so I can put that, decide on where I want to do that. That's just, honestly, I would say that's a big thing when you're trying to remodel like a big space. Just trying to manage like where you put stuff and not have to move it multiple times and just be methodical about that. But yeah, so I'm gonna go up there. I'm gonna continue to paint, and we'll check in a bit. Just a quick update here because I gotta go eat some hibachi. I painted this whole thing and it looks bad because I painted like the whole entire closet here. So like even the front of the door, the back of the door, so I don't want to get too much, I don't want to touch too much stuff, but like even on the, oh, I turned my light off. Even on the trim and everything like that, again, the trouble that we're having, not really trouble, but, ooh, there's a run there, I should get that. But, the trouble that we're having is it's just brown, right? So it's very hard to cover with white. So it takes at least 2 coats, generally. Two normally does it. And I think the biggest thing is just getting paint on the thing. Now this might look like shit to a painter, I'm sure. I'm an amateur, I don't know what the hell I'm doing. And obviously I'm missing spots here. But like literally what I did was the inside and everything, like I rolled it and then I tried to get all of the, like the close spots with like a brush and everything like that. And that looks pretty good, got the trim down there and everything. But as far as like touch up and like when we get to this trim out here, like this brown stuff here, I just tried to get paint on it so then I could throw another coat on it after. Now this looks very thin and everything like that, but I literally took a roller just to do this real fast because I want it to dry and then I want to be able to do it maybe later today or like tomorrow or whatever. But I feel like that's kind of the key, at least from my experience. Like that's just the thing where you just need to get paint on the wall. Like you just need to get the first coat on there. And it doesn't matter how shitty it looks. I mean, you want to make it look somewhat decent, I guess. But like the second coat, if you are going to do a second coat, and this is supposed to be, one coat guaranteed, but not on like this brown trim. I'll give them a pass on that. So like that's just kind of my strategy. I don't know if it's right or not. It's just kind of what's kind of been working here with some of the stuff. So I'm gonna go eat some food because I'm starving. I haven't eaten anything today, and we'll see what we do next. Okay, it is Saturday, October 23rd. It is like 11 p.m. came here earlier, took a nap. Then me and Amanda worked on some finance stuff, like the bills, you know, the fun part that we haven't really talked about yet, on the series, but we will. And then we got some food, and I'm back here. I've been working for like almost 2 hours here. Quick update. Let's do it, shall we? All right, so the first thing that I did was we were working on this pantry again, put the second coat on the doors, which is a must, and it looks way better when you do that, obviously. And then also tried to touch up the trim there a little bit. Looks pretty good on camera. In person, could still use a little bit of work. You can kind of see some of the things. This brown is just so goddamn hard to cover. Worked on the trim down there, touched that up, and everything else was pretty good. I mean, there's probably some spots, but I'm really not that concerned about little spots in the texture that you can see like other color white on. It's very minimal, and I'm totally fine with that. So I was doing this, and then obviously there was shelving in here. So we had that, and this is where we're currently at. So they were brown shelves, and I just sat them in here, and I'm painting them. And when they dry, you know, maybe give them another coat or whatever, and you know, hit the sides, the edges there, and then the other side, and then we'll put them back up. Part of me while I was doing this was thinking maybe we should just change the shelving situation, but then I was like, you know what, no, we're spending money elsewhere. It's probably not really necessary. This board looks like it has a little bit of a crack in it. I'm not super concerned about that. It's just a shelf, but yeah, I mean, we could always upgrade that if necessary, but that's not high on the priority list, so we're just gonna paint it white. Still gotta look at these because these are nasty. Those are awesome. Other than that, really haven't done too much in just the past couple hours. You know, work on this. Actually, I do have another thing. Let me grab it. Our little door stoppers came in. Pretty sick looking. So this is the bedroom door here. It opens inward, and there was a little guy down here. So look at that. If I could just kind of show you that. I don't really have a great way to kind of take a look at it, but just know that it's gonna look really nice. Small little detail, you know, a couple bucks for a black one, and it's gonna look great. So I'm gonna install that, but I'm probably gonna wait until the flooring's installed just to throw that on, but I'm happy we did that. We also have hinges coming, black hinges for, you know, up here in this area. There's only, interestingly, so I'm pretty sure at my parents' house, what I'm familiar with is there is 3 hinges on doors, I'm pretty sure, but on every door in this house, there's only 2. Works fine, not a big deal, and I have to spend less money on hinges. So that's fantastic. But yeah, so we got this guy. Flooring's coming and everything like that on Tuesday. That's gonna be a hell of a project. Also, Amanda's parents were here today, and they gave me an interesting idea that I'm now stewing on. And it was for this light fixture up here. It's this fan. Looks solid. It's a great fan. I actually probably got some paint on it. I should probably wash off. But it's a great fan. We're not going to change it out. There's no reason to. However, these are like a dark. See if you can kind of see that. This is like a dark brown finish. It's really not a big deal. I didn't really even look at it or necessarily care too much. But they gave me the idea to paint that. Like take these fan blades off and paint them black. And you know how I feel about black and white, so might have to do that. That would look pretty cool, I think, an easy way to do that. I've never painted fan blades. I would assume that it's pretty straightforward and doable, but we might do that. And then in the other room, it's kind of a different fan. It's not really as new, but I'm not super concerned. I hadn't really thought about the fans, to be completely honest. Only other thing is this, since we're out here and working in the hallway, this fan is going to be coming down. It's just you know, like it's probably the smallest like diameter fan I've ever seen. It's hard to show on here, but there's 6 blades and it's so tiny, and it's just in the hallway here. So we're just going to take that down and get just like some sort of, you know, hallway fixture that's flush to the ceiling, and get that going. Honestly, I'm probably pretty much done today. I gotta go work at the restaurant tomorrow, so I gotta get up early. I'm happy with the progress today, even though it was relatively minimal. But if we get that done, if I can get that if that door is completely done, I can take that off next time I'm here, and then like set it, you know, where this other door is. And I'm just taking the doors off because like we got to change the hinges anyway. And I don't know, I just think it's a half decent idea because there's, you got to touch up like where the hinge is, like on the door and then on the jamb. I don't know. I just like taking doors off. I figured I'd get ahead of the game a little bit. I already took the door knobs off. We got to figure out the handle situation because that is that's going to be interesting. I'll talk about that some other time or something because that's there's a lot of handles. There's like I think there's 12 handles I think in this house, 12 doorknob handles, and like I had these ones picked out, but I think the issue is, at least where I was seeing, the ones that they give you here, the little, you know, jam pieces, I think they're taller than this, and they're like almost like a T shape rather than like that half moon thing. So I don't really know if there's a way around it. I mean, you could just spray paint other ones, I guess, or get other ones, but I'm not really trying to spend more money necessarily, but that might be a small expense. So I don't know. There's just a lot of things going on in my head. I'm kind of playing the role of general contractor and interior designer and actual person that's doing, you know, like the painting and, you know, other stuff like that. So, but I'm very happy with this, honestly. It's going great. And we're just gonna keep on rolling here. But I'm gonna go ahead and end the video here, guys. Thank you so much for your support. Greatly appreciate it. Let's keep going, and I'll talk to you guys in the next one.